Hi there. Welcome to our video tutorial on how to set up check-in for multiple campus locations in your Lambs List account. Once you've logged in, go ahead and mouse over Setup and then go down and select Preferences tab. Once you're on the Preferences screen, we'll need to go under General Options, and the option that we're going to be looking at is going to be the Campus Church. Now, for those of you who have not set up campus locations previously, this option will not be turned on, so you'll just need to turn it on. For those of you that have been using it, you'll notice that the check mark has already been marked for Campus Church, and manually select active services is selected. Now, the first option that we're going to look at is the manually select active services. I'm just going to save these changes real quick. And what we're going to do is mouse over Setup and go down to Services. Now, what this option is going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to go in and select manually which services you want to have active. So, for example, if I wanted to turn on the Sunday 9 a.m. South Campus, I would just come over to this on this computer. I'd come over to Activate, click on it. As it processes, what it's going to do is it's going to pop it up to the top of the screen, show it as live, and put a check mark in the box next to it. Now, if I was wanting to check kids in, if I had, say, a 9 o'clock and an 11 o'clock service, wanted to possibly check kids into both services at the same time, what I would then do is just come down to the 11 a.m. South Campus, go over to the check box and mark that box so that the kids would be able to check into multiple services at one time. So that's one option for checking into multiple campuses. The other option that we've just added, if you go under Setup and go down to Preferences again, you'll notice there's also an automatic service selection by location. By selecting this option and clicking on the Save button, what this is going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to set up various locations with specific services available for them, and then when you log in you can choose the location that you want to use on that computer. So the next thing that we would need to do after we've selected that, we'll go under Setup, and you'll notice now that there's a new tab. It's called Locations. What we can do is go ahead and click on that. And I've added a couple of locations just for example. You'll notice that we give the campus a name, add the services that we want to have associated with that campus, and then you also have either an edit option, or you can click on this drop down arrow to switch to a different location or delete that campus. Now, the way that the location is added, you'll just click on the Add Location button. And then it's very simple to set up. You basically would give the location a name, and then you'd come over and you would select the services that you want to have associated with that campus. Once you've selected a service, you can click on Add Service Location. If you make a mistake, you can click on Remove. But once you've got the services that you'd like associated with that campus, then all you would have to do is click on Create Location. Next, what would happen then is when you go to log in, so what we're going to do is going to go ahead and log out, but when you go to log into your account the next time, what you're going to have pop up on the screen is going to be a pop-up box that's going to ask you to select a campus location. For the purposes of this demonstration, we're just going to select South Campus. And then we're going to go back up to Setup and go to Services. And what you're going to see is that only those services that are associated with the South Campus are going to be available for check-in. You'll notice now that it's also automatically going to be activating them rather than having to manually select those. So it's going to be based on the start time, their lead time, and their lag time for activation and being able to check in. The check-in process is still going to be the exact same. There's not going to be any difference. You'll still check in the exact same way on the same screens, but now instead of having to manually activate a service or deactivate a service and reactivate a new service, it will automatically activate services, the system will, on its own based on the start time, lead time, and lag time. This concludes our video tutorial on how to set up check-in for multiple campus locations. If you have any questions, or you can call or email us, we'll be glad to assist you. Thank you.